every garden, there are flowers that bloom and fade. But in the world of bonsai, there are blooms that outlive generations. Satsuki Azalea, born from Japan's mist-covered mountains, carries more than color. It carries memory. Some of these trees have seen emperors rise and fall, survived wars, storms, and silence. They bloom not for us, but with us. For centuries, they've been shaped by patient hands and ancient minds, until what was once wild became sacred. There are thousands of bonsai in the world, but only a few carry the breath of centuries. The rarest Satsuki azaleas, Osakuzuki, Kinsai, Kozan, Wakabisu, and Chinzan, are not just trees. They are living manuscripts of time. Each petal tells a story of resilience, devotion, and rebirth. The soil remembers their roots. The air remembers their scent. The masters remember their silence. In this journey, we'll uncover 5 of the rarest Satsuki ever shaped by human patience and nature's will. From the eternal red of Osakazuki to the humble grace of Chinszen, each bloom carries a lesson about life, impermanence, and beauty that never asks to be seen. So before the petals fall, stay a while. Let's begin where it all started, with the fire that never fades, Osakuzuki. Osakuzuki, a name that echoes through centuries of Japanese horticulture. Born during the Edo period, it was once cultivated in temple gardens and noble estates across Kyoto and Hiroshima. Its name means the Great Cup, symbolizing celebration, a toast to life and endurance. Unlike many flowering bonsai, Osakuzuki matures slowly. It takes decades, sometimes more than half a century, before its trunk gains the deep fissures and aged texture that collectors revere. True Osakuzuki specimens, aged over 70 or even 100 years, are living relics, each carrying the quiet refinement of old Japan. What sets Osakuzuki apart is not merely its red, but the way that red feels. Its petals glow with a depth closer to velvet than pigment. Under sunlight, they shift from deep crimson to burnt amber, as if each bloom held a quiet flame. The leaves are broad and leathery, contrasting the fine, aged bark beneath. When in full bloom, the entire canopy transforms into a sea of scarlet. A visual heartbeat that seems to pulse with the rhythm of spring itself. No other Satsuki holds such visual gravitas, the calm power of color that speaks without shouting. Rarity in bonsai is not only about age, it's about authenticity. The original genetic line of Osakuzuki was nearly lost after World War II. Many parent trees were destroyed, and propagation became difficult without compromising the flower's color purity. Today, only a few true Osakuzuki remain, preserved in old collections across Japan and protected by generations of masters. Most modern azaleas labeled Osakuzuki are hybrids, similar in bloom, but missing the soul of the original. In that sense, the real Osakuzuki is not just rare. It's endangered heritage. Osakuzuki is more than a bonsai, it's a metaphor for endurance. Its red petals do not represent passion, but persistence. A fire that refuses to fade, even as time strips away everything else. To the bonsai master, tending Osakuzuki is not about creating beauty. It's about honoring patience. About keeping the flame alive quietly, without demand for recognition. And perhaps, that's the lesson it leaves us. That true beauty doesn't need to last forever. It only needs to live deeply, once. Kinsai, its name means golden color bloom, yet its spirit burns like fire. Originating from the old Satsuki cultivars in Kyushu, Japan, this variety has been cultivated for centuries, yet remains rare even among masters. Unlike many azaleas, Kinsai matures slowly. The true depth of its color and bark only appears after decades, sometimes more than 50 years. It's a tree that teaches patience not as endurance, but as transformation, each year refining its flames, softening chaos into quiet radiance. What makes Kinsai unmistakable is its flame-shaped petals, narrow, twisted, and sharp. Unlike the soft curves of other azaleas, Kinsai blooms look alive, as if dancing in the wind, flickering like fire. Under sunlight, its red often turns golden at the edges, a natural gradient no artist could paint. Its bark ages to silver gray, contrasting the fire of its flowers, a balance between youth and wisdom, between passion and calm. Kinsai's rarity lies not just in its beauty, but in its temperament. It's notoriously difficult to shape, its branches are brittle, its growth unpredictable, and its blooms sensitive to temperature shifts. Few growers have the patience or precision to maintain its balance of fire and form. In competitions, a well-aged Kinsai is a sight of reverence, proof that chaos can be sculpted into grace. Kinsai reminds us that passion must be guided, or it consumes itself. Its fire doesn't destroy, it purifies. The master who tends to a Kinsai learns that beauty is not in control, but in harmony, letting nature express its own rhythm. It is a meditation on restraint, how something wild can remain luminous without losing its essence. In the heart of Kinsai burns the lesson of time, that endurance and beauty are not opposites, but reflections of the same flame. But what if patience takes another form? Stillness, like a mountain that never moves. Next, we meet Kozan, the bonsai that remembers the silence of the earth itself. Kozan, in Japanese, it means ancient mountain. The variety traces its roots back to the misty hills of Kyushu, where azaleas grew wild along volcanic slopes. Unlike most Satsuki cultivars, Kozan was prized not for its color, but for its presence. It's a tree that ages gracefully, its ideal form emerging after 40, 50, even 70 years of silent growth. Over time, the trunk thickens like stone, the roots cling to rock, as if the mountain itself had taken shape in miniature. Kozan's character lies not in its bloom, but in its texture. Its leaves are smaller, deep green, designed for subtlety. Its flowers, pale pink or white with faint veins, appear modest but timeless. The bark is coarse, aged, and cracked, giving the illusion of ancient rock. In mature trees, the nabari, the roots spread, forms sculptural curves that mirror landscapes of cliffs and valleys. Kozan is rare because it demands a kind of patience most growers no longer practice. It grows slowly, resists fast shaping, and its beauty can't be rushed. Collectors often overlook it for more vibrant varieties, yet among masters, Kozan is revered. A true Kozan bonsai, aged and balanced, feels less like a plant and more like a landscape, a living memory carved by decades. Kozan teaches stillness, not the absence of motion, but the presence of peace. It embodies the Japanese ideal of wabi-sabi, the beauty of imperfection and impermanence. Its silence is not emptiness, but depth, a reminder that strength doesn't need to shout. To live like Kozan is to root deeply, grow slowly, and endure with quiet grace. Kozan carries the memory of earth, patient, unshaken, eternal. But not all beauty stands in silence. Some bloom with hope, returning each spring as a quiet promise. Next, we meet Wakabisu, the bonsai of gentle rebirth. Among Satsuki azaleas, Wakabisu stands apart. Its name means young fortune. It's one of the oldest surviving cultivars, believed to have originated from southern Japan, where it grew along rivers and gentle slopes. Unlike fiery Kinsai or stoic Kozan, Wakabisu is modest, a humble bloom that reveals its character only to those who truly watch. It matures earlier than most, reaching refined balance within 20 to 30 years, yet continues to deepen in texture and grace with age. Wakabisu blooms are soft, almost translucent, pale pink or white with subtle veins of magenta. Its petals are broad, gently overlapping, creating a sense of serenity rather than drama. Leaves are small and fresh green, contrasting the aged bark that develops deep fissures with time. When in full bloom, Wakabisu resembles clouds resting upon a mountain, a quiet spectacle of renewal. Though once common in older collections, true Wakabisu has become increasingly rare. Hybridization and commercial breeding have diluted its lineage. Many modern Wakabisu no longer carry the same purity. Its quiet color and subtle charm don't appeal to mass markets, yet among connoisseurs, the original variety is priceless. To find one is to uncover a fragment of Japan's living history. Wakabisu is the teacher of renewal, the quiet art of beginning again. Every spring, it returns without demand, without spectacle, just gentle proof that life persists. It reminds us that growth is not always loud or visible. Sometimes, it's the silent rebuilding beneath the surface. To tend to Wakabisu is to practice grace, to witness change, loss, and return with equal calm. From the gentle patience of Wakabisu, we move to the most delicate of them all, a bonsai that celebrates smallness, purity, and light. Next, we meet Chinszen, the silent jewel of Satsuki, where beauty whispers instead of shouts. Among the Satsuki Azaleas, Chinzan is not the loudest, but it is among the most beloved. Originating from Kyushu, this cultivar has been nurtured for centuries as a symbol of subtle refinement. Unlike the flamboyant Osakuzuki or Kinsai, Chinzan thrives in quiet balance, compact, balanced, and eternally youthful. Its ideal age for true expression often lies between 40 and 80 years, when its branching, proportion, and surface roots embody perfect composure. Chinszen's flowers are small, vivid pink, like whispers of spring captured in miniature. They appear in dense clusters, giving the tree a cloud-like canopy that glows under soft light. The leaves are small and elliptical, keeping the composition neat and balanced. It's a bonsai that speaks not through grandeur, but through restraint, a masterclass in understatement. Chinszen has become increasingly rare, not because it cannot be grown, but because few today value its quiet nature. In an age of spectacle, simplicity is often forgotten. Many collectors chase dramatic forms, larger flowers, or striking variegations, leaving cultivars like Chinzan behind. Yet in Japan, a few masters still protect these trees, passing down the spirit of refinement and calm. Chinszen reminds us that beauty does not need to shout. It exists in proportion, in silence, in patience. The tree teaches the same lesson that the tea ceremony, or a haiku, or a single stroke of ink does, that restraint can reveal the infinite. To care for a Chinzan bonsai is to practice humility, attention, and deep presence, to see the extraordinary in the simplest bloom. And so, from the grandeur of Osakazuki to the quiet grace of Chinzan, the Satsuki family reveals the full spectrum of beauty: bold, rare, disciplined, and serene. Together, they remind us that every living thing carries both history and philosophy, written not in words, but in petals and bark. From the fiery blooms of Osakazuki to the silent grace of Chinzan, each tree has revealed a different face of the same truth. That beauty is not an ornament. It is a discipline of time. Every branch, every root, every scar, carries the memory of care, struggle, and surrender. These trees are not created by force, but by a long conversation between human hands and nature's patience. A bonsai teaches that time is not our enemy. It's our collaborator. What looks still is alive. What looks old is wiser than we can imagine. The rarest trees are not the most perfect. They are the ones that survived storms, neglect, and the slow erosion of centuries. To call a bonsai rare is not to boast of possession, but to recognize its endurance. True rarity is not in scarcity, it's in survival. A rare tree is a story that refused to end, and perhaps that is what we too are. Stories shaped by time, rooted in impermanence, yet still reaching for light. Here, at Ethereal Bonsai, we don't just speak of trees, we speak of what they reveal in us. The patience to wait, the humility to learn, the grace to let go. Because bonsai is not about control, it's about connection.